Good evening to you guys. I just want to say apologies for the glitch, but we're back. Apparently we were on load shedding, so my network wasn't connecting to the next one. So I want to apologize on that, but we resolved it actually. We're going to the main one. So I want to apologize, y'all. All right, so I hope you guys are well. So we are looking tonight at Songezo Tshabangu, but if it's your first time to come across this channel, I'm going to ask you to subscribe. Make sure that you ring the bell, because every time I'm live, you'll be notified immediately, and then you rush so you can have a conversation with me. Now, Songezo Tshabangu said to me, it's been attacked. Anyway, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised at all. But don't forget, guys, if to like the live as we move along, and also contribute. I want to hear your thoughts. Whenever we are live, we really want to have a conversation. That's the purpose. Otherwise, I won't be live. I'm here because of you. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming back, and I appreciate you. I want to apologize actually, but let's move on. So Mr. Kukak, actually, this is the attorney for Songezo Tshabangu. Literally, he tried it because he tweeted. He said this team has handled a flood of litigation by almost 20 different lawyers and their support staff. We have discharged. Hey, Nessa, good to see you. You're the first in line, apparently. Again, shout out to you. I love you so much. May God bless you. So this team has handled a flood of litigation by almost 20 different lawyers and their support staff. We have discharged the call of being Mr. Tshabangu's lawyers of choice with flying colors. So he's bragging that they literally closed Tshabangu's case with flying colors. That was literally a slap, a slap, definitely. And most of our faces, we are so upset. And this guy is literally celebrating. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I remember one of the attorneys that I knew that literally refused to take care of another client. So I don't know how far can we go with attorneys as far as saving clients are concerned, especially in situations like this, where it is between life and death. This issue of elections is between life and death. You have seen how people, invested during the campaign trail, and still to date, people are investing almost everything. Prayers, resources. We are still investing. And the reason is we are pursuing justice. And Mr. Kukaka, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well because I struggle with the issue of pronunciation, so please. And I want to say thank you to someone who literally helped me during the day, because I've been pronouncing a word very wrongly. And the person was so gracious to actually correct me. And I want to say thank you. Guys, feel free. Here, we can communicate. But one thing that I'm not going to tolerate is disrespect. If you talk to me, be respectful. But don't disrespect me, because I am not a disrespectful person. Can I disrespect? Try Facebook. But we are very much, sound guys. We communicate professionally. We express our views, but we do it with so much respect and honor. That's all I'm going to ask. I'm very much deep in spirituality. I cannot argue. I can't fight. I don't have energy for that. So please, if you want to rebuke me, do it so gracefully. But please extend so much grace towards me, because I'm not that strong in fights and arguments. I'm not built that way. I'm built to show love and kindness always. All right, so he tried it. Now, Mr. Pulu, apparently, remember, he was a member of parliament by the time he was falling under MDC. So a lady coordinator went after him. She said, Mr. Pulu, when you were recalled by Monzora, that you came on this platform and begged for donations to support your run. We donated in NSC as you conned us to believe you were a man of integrity. Can you please refund all the money donated to you? I didn't donate any money, but I can second the lady and said, Mr. Pulu, can you please return all the money donated to you? And the reason why I'm saying this, I feel like we have become a society that doesn't really respect one another. We do not understand that there's so much power in unity. We are being driven by greedy, the love of money, and we don't care how our neighbor feels. So, Mr. Pulu, when we were recalled by Monzora, because you once been recalled by Douglas Gwanzura. You came on this platform on Twitter. You begged for donations to support your run. And Zimbabweans came and started donating. We donated in NSC as you conned us to believe you were a man of integrity. Can you please refund all the money donated to you? Since you are celebrating while we are in tears, Mr. Pulu, the attorney for Songezo Tshabangu, of course for ZANU-PF, because Songezo Tshabangu is definitely ZANU-PF's front man. They're just using him to push their own personal narrative. Of course, they've pushed actually. Which I want to say to you guys, you should not worry much. They don't have capacity whatsoever to do anything. You haven't seen people that pushed you to take companies when someone is dead. They pushed you to own the things of the dead that they didn't even have capacity to actually handle. And they still failed. That's where we are. That's why Citizen Coalition for Change MPs should pull out of parliament, and you will see how naked ZANU-PF is. You will see how gullible they are. You see Muchangwa screaming and shouting. Let CCC MPs pull out. You will see. I can only imagine how they're going to debate among themselves, calling each other to order. Guys, don't forget to like the live so that we can push algorithm and also contribute. Let's have a conversation. I can only imagine how they're going to, to debate, especially in terms of looting. You loot state funds, and now you're face to face with your friend in parliament, and you have to be answering. What happened to the money? What happened to the funds? What happened to the staff? Citizen Coalition for Change, CCC, must pull out and leave them to debate among themselves. And that's the beginning of change. And I repeat on that. That will be the beginning of change. That's the only way we'll be able to do ZANU-PF. Leave them alone in the parliament. And you see how weak they are. They are not that strong, apparently. They're extremely weak. They don't have the capacity whatsoever. They don't have the capacity to actually run that country. We all know that. So we should not even argue. We all know that they do not have the capacity. Now, in the final analysis, opposition activist Songezo Tshabangu has accomplished his mission. Finally, for ZANU-PF, he has accomplished his mission to still main opposition CCC parliamentary seats through willful falsehoods and deceit, deception always, and deliver them to ZANU-PF to give the ruling party a two-thirds majority to enable it to change the constitution as it wishes. At the same time, he also wanted to disrupt or even destroy the CCC out of blind rage and vindictiveness, working with bitter individuals, ZANU-PF and state security agents. Tshabangu delivered 7 seats to ZANU-PF during the weekend, controversially by elections made by apathy and low voter turnout. The unintended consequences of this sinister political projects have been devastating and far-reaching on democracy, state institutions, and the struggle for change in Zimbabwe. I want you to take a listen to what some of the people in Bulawayo were saying literally. I pray that this thing is on. I want you guys to take a listen to what some of the people in Bulawayo are saying about the imposition of members of parliament as well as the councillors. No one is happy about this move, y'all. No one is happy. So I want you guys to take a listen, please.
And they are being recalled. Afternoon, ZANU-PF had won 7 out of all 9 parliamentary seats, while a faction of opposition CCC, led by self-styled Secretary General Songezo Tshabangu, just grabbed 2 seats in the country's second city of Bulawayo. The by-elections were marred by low voter turnout. Tshabangu is behind the expulsions of Chamisa's MPs from parliament. But veteran politicians and political analysts have described the political situation in Zimbabwe as a shame.
Even those who are in the offices of the Banana Republic should be telling you also, and the whole world, that they are running such a government, because one of the objectives of the liberation struggle for democracy in Zimbabwe is to give every citizen the right to vote. Now it's not there.
Political analysts say the law to expel MPs, senators, and councillors should be scrapped from Zimbabwe's constitution, as imposters are taking advantage of it and leading the country to unnecessary by-elections.
The issue of electoral recalls is a matter that is causing grief, not just to those individuals that are being recalled, but to the whole political system in Zimbabwe. Why? Because the ink is not even dry on the parliamentary role of members of parliament, and they are being recalled. And there are no specific, legal violations that have been perpetrated by these members of parliament. So there are many consequences to this.
Another set of mass by-elections will be held on the 8th of February after Tshabangu expelled a second batch of MPs and senators.
In my opinion, we're just being disrespected. We are really being disrespected. We are being treated like we are, the gaslighting that ZANU-PF does, to me, it's simply gaslighting. They make you question your sanity. Question your mental sanity into believing in a lie. Firstly, people were saying, no, so Shami says lying, this is not an imposter, the guy is genuine, he's really working with Debit and WorldRemit. And they kept on saying, we are not working with this guy. No, they are working with this guy. Maybe they may have, I don't know if there's any influence, but as far as I know, this guy is actually ZANU-PF's imposter. He literally exposed himself while he was having an interview with Dara. That 1 minute he said he recalled Mabvuk Tafaras MP accidentally, but proceeded to recall him fully. How do you explain that? The dude is deranged. You have listened to his interviews all over the place. I've said, for me, one thing that literally baffled me was the fact that he can't look into the eyes of the interviewer. He's all over the place because he knows he's lying. It's a script. This dude, I'm sure he spent almost I don't know how many months he has been practicing his script. But still, when you know in your heart that you're not telling the truth, the script will kick you out, y'all. The script is going to kick you out because you're not telling the truth. That is exactly where it is. It's really sad. Honestly, it is sad. But however, people are saying it is enough. This attorney, he was attacked, Shem. He was literally attacked. He was attacked. Mr. Kukaka, hey, that is the attorney for Songezo Tshabangu. You are celebrating his wins. I mean, in the midst of people's pain, you have seen how they were behaving during the time of their court proceedings, walking with so much arrogance and pride, looking at people like they were nothing. Like I said, I don't know how far can an attorney go, because I've seen attorneys who says, I can't take this case. I cannot take this case. I'm sorry, thank you. Because they know how much that case will cause pain. But these ones, no, as long as money is on the table, I care less. But everyone involved in Songezo Tshabangu issues, your reputation is gone down the drain. Zimbabweans will never forgive you. People are mad and they're angry as far as Songezo's issue is concerned. People are angry, are extremely angry. So if we donated money for Pulu while he was campaigning to be the member of parliament, we were gracious. You should pay the money back, He needs to pay the money back, that's Songezo Tshabangu's attorney, because Zimbabweans contributed for money immediately after his recall by Gwanzura. Then, this has been a lot of drama and toxicity. And I'm sitting on the other hand. Now that makes me believe to what, Moyo said. It's what's his name? It's the Moyo, the one that used to be, and you also once contested as a president. I'm almost like Dumiso Dameng, but that's wrong. Moyo, Dr. Ngosana Moyo, sorry, yes, Dr. Ngosana Moyo. I wanted to say Professor, I'm also picking up the professor, Dr. Ngosana Moyo. He was very clear That the challenge that we have Zimbabwe, everyone is working to be part of the system. And you can see through the actions of people here that they want to be included in the system instead of fighting the wrong system. So at least we can all eat and drink and live a normal life. No, everyone is fighting to be part and parcel of the big boys. They want to be involved in the gang. You must be part and parcel of the big boys. I hate bootlicking. I don't know how they're doing it. But because that's what the regime has been created over the years. Creating a situation where people have to beg instead of working hard to be successful. They are all begging. But let's take a listen to what Dr. Gosanamo said. I completely agree with him. I agree with him.
In other words, you get to a point where actually either way you're going to die, therefore it's not an issue. There is still, during the war there was an expression, kusili kufande ku. In other words, you get to a point where actually either way you're going to die, therefore it's not an issue. At the moment, Zimbabweans still see something to protect. And therefore, the tipping point is not yet been reached. So they are not going to go out and get killed because they don't feel that it will go to that point. That's point number one. The second point, again, which may sound to you quite strange, is that Zimbabweans are not yet fighting to change the system. Zimbabweans are actually fighting to be included in the system. So there is a point where they will push without wanting to alienate themselves from the system because they want it to adopt that and include that.
True.
Yeah? So you don't create total enemies with somebody you want to include. The other point, which is also, I suppose, quite tricky, the government over the past almost 40 years has created a mental attitude where government is a benefactor, not a party that has got obligations to citizens. It's a benefactor. So you don't kill the hand that feeds you, so to speak. You push, but in order to get support, the government does things for people. It doesn't create an environment where people do for themselves.
And that's a very dangerous position there. They are creating a defendant syndrome. Instead of people be individuals and do whatever they do, the moment you are doing things for yourself, they want to destroy. Because they want you to bootleg. The bottom line is they want to be bagged. They're abusers, in my opinion. Anyone who truly work against your success is an abuser. Because each and every one of us is created for a unique purpose. And my purpose should not, should never frustrate your purpose. But we can work together because our destinies are intertwined. But this government, if you're succeeding, you saw what happened with them. It's Tinashe Mtarisi. The guy was like literally flying in his business. But what did they do? Allegedly, people went there and destroyed him. You ask yourself questions. The more our people succeed, the more the people get jobs and everyone is happy. And the people still believe in the government. Can I tell you, I don't care about a one-part state as long as everything is moving on, is moving forward. Check it at China. China is a one-part state. But people are successful. Everyone is busy. No one is going to care about being a councillor. Why would I care to be a councillor when I know that I'm running a successful business? What am I going to... You're actually wasting my time. But today we have people who are fighting to be in parliament. People are literally killed to be included in parliament because they know that outside there's nothing. So I must belong to this group in order for me to actually get to benefit from one or two things. But if you believe in yourself, if you have what it takes to create employment, there's no reason for you to even fight for anything because you know that you're called for a purpose. You've got gifts and talents. That's what create work. I know my dad used to say there's a difference between a job and work. Work is what you were created to do, and a job you get hired. But you can be fired any day. But even if they fire you, the moment you get hold of your work, you are a conqueror because you're always going to thrive, whether there's a job or not. But then instead of the government literally making sure that our environment is conducive for people to either create their own employment, They are making sure that that space is shrinked. It only favors a few who can do what they want and abuse people. But it doesn't give you a platform to actually say, I want to create employment. I want to create my own work. If you start talking, they'll say, no, but so-and-so is good at business. You heard Muchangwa actually, defending, those submissions by Tenai BT, Naju Chanakira and Trevor. That, no, they are young men who are driving big cars, who are making money in minerals. No, we can't all be, we can't all be mineral guys. Yo, I don't even have a clue of what is what. Me, it's not my area. We can't all be there, but we are gifted differently. The environment must be conducive, and we can follow our gifts. We can follow our ways and our journey, but we cannot as far as this environment is not conducive. So for some of us who are willing to speak truth to power, we can be in trouble, y'all, because you are speaking truth to power. They're like, no truth here. We want you to lie. You should lie so that at least you fit in with the big boys. But unfortunately, I can't, because I'm accountable to God. And you rather kill me than for me to lie, because I'm accountable to God. As a matter of fact, death is not even a problem at all. It's just going home to be with the Father. So I'm not afraid at all. What is death to me? You think I'm dead, you're just going to remove this body, but trust me, I'll be alive and well till forever. You find me there, enjoying walk on the seat of gold and having some party right there. Because I know that this place is not a home. It's only understanding. But it's said, but Ngosane is right. Doctor is right. Everyone is fighting to be part and parcel of the system. When you see people like Vana Pulu, this attorney, they're all fighting to be part and parcel of the big boys. Look the way, like one thing that disgusted me was literally how they were acting, how they would walk laughing in the midst of people's pain. You are looking at young girls, the young men that you're being tortured and Vanapash where they're kids, those guys, who are literally were excited to be involved so that they can speak also in parliament. They can share ideas. They will go back and serve in their communities. And what did you do? You go in there and you terminated their positions. And what you can do is you're celebrating. And you are this old person, maybe in your 50s or 60s, I think. You are celebrating that you have ruined the lives of a person who is in their 30s. It's a shame and it's a curse. They don't get that. They're thinking it's all about, political. Yeah, no. This life is real. There's someone who's controlling it. They may be patient with you while you're doing your nonsense, but one day is one day. You're going to pay. And you're going to one day give an account of how you have lived your life one day. This is not just going to slide. Of course, it's not going to slide. The time will come where you have to be answerable. All right, so good news, y'all. I've said in the previous video, actually, Global Research, Education and Development Consultancy is a company that is actually assisting those who may not have permits but would like to have a bank account in South Africa, especially First National Bank, FNB. So if you do not have a permit but you wish to have an account, they will firstly assist you with opening a business account, and then they can further also facilitating your business account. This is not only benefiting those that are in South Africa, it can also benefit those that are in the diaspora. If you would like to open a savings account, again, it's called a non-resident account. It does work like any other investment portfolio. Also have benefits. You can have a bank card. You can also transact Ewallet, receiving salaries, daily business transactions, cash withdrawals at ATMs, debit orders for insurance and funeral policies, DStv subscriptions, buying airtime and electricity. If you want to buy airtime for me, sending money home abroad using agents like Access Forex, Mama Money, Mukuru and WorldRemit. Please note that I'm going to insert all their contact details in the description box as well as in the community section. Please reach out to them and get the help as much as you can. If you're a small business, we are tired of people who are running this small business, but you don't have no books, you don't have no, paper trail. Please make sure that you formalize your business. Moving on. Okay. Max Lyon, he said politics is about the interests of the people. The moment politicians forget that and pursue their interests instead, it applies that people are on their own or have no leaders. People who support politicians who don't work for them should not really complain. If you don't hold your leaders accountable, they will take advantage of you. Unfortunately, Zimbabwe's politics as we stand under the leadership of ZANU-PF is different. If much as you want to hold them into account, if the moment you speak up, you have to be muted. You talk. You saw what happened with Jacob Ngarivume. Everyone was asking questions. Why was this guy even jailed in the first place? Why was he even jailed? I hope he's going to sue the state. I hope he's going to sue the state. But if I remember the story of Justina Mukoko, how much is really going to be paid after suing the state? They're going to pay him in bond notes. How much is really going to be paid? But 8 months of his time got wasted. This man is a father, someone's husband. A man that had great purpose was incarcerated for almost 8 months. So if you speak up truth to power, there are consequences. And this is what we really need to do with the Zimbabweans, to have a platform where people are able to speak respectfully. You don't have to be disrespectful, swearing at people. No, that's wrong. You can still air your concerns or your views, but considering that you're dealing with mature people at the end of the day, and also people that are in positions that deserve respect, regardless of their faults, we must always express ourselves respectfully in whatever form and in whatever way. All right, now, Mr. Magaya. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw videos that are circulating from H Metro, if I'm not mistaken. We're showing you what's happening within the ground that Mr. Magaya donated to the government. And some people were saying, if Magaya can donate to the government, so what stops the government to build, those stadiums? If an individual can donate, what stops now the government to build, stadiums? But something that was interesting there, you saw the bathrooms that people were busy circulating, those videos with gold, seats. Is that real gold? It's just coated gold. Okay, so because he's part and parcel of the gold mafia, so maybe, I don't know if it's real gold. Yeah, I don't know. But I saw some gold toilets. But what was funny and interesting is that, guys, have you ever seen toilets, like 3 toilets, like 1, 2, 3, like there's no demarcations at all? And I'm asking questions, how on earth are people going to be using these bathrooms? Like me here and my other so-and-so a stranger next to me and another stranger next to me. Like, what? Like, sir, like, okay, as much as I appreciate, I saw some chairs. I don't know how comfortable that is, but okay, first of all, it's a donation. But I'm flabbergasted by the chairs, the toilet seats. Like 3 toilet seats, they're literally following, one after the other, and there's literally nothing in between. Oh God, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to that. Like as much as I love soccer, but I'm definitely not going to go there. I would love to do so, because if I want to go to the bathroom, how on earth am I going to? Praise God. Mr. Magaya, and I hope you pay the money, you pay back the monies that people were busy. Remember that pyramid scheme that he was running? Remember that where people were being told to invest, I think in the developments or something, and I saw quite a number of people, some of them were crying that they invest a lot of money but they never get nothing. I just hope Mr. Magaya, before he started all this donation to the government, he literally paid the money back, because you know what? God does not recognize those kind of giving. If you're still owing people and people are busy crying, you're simply just playing with people's emotions. It doesn't work. God only recognizes when you make peace with mankind. Yeah, if I'm owing people's money, I want to pay people's money first. Yes, I want peace in my life. I'll do everything in my power to pay the money back first, so that at least I can be able to live my life freely. Imagine them seeing me now, I'm saying I'm donating something and I'm owing money. Is that going to work? But these are prophets, like... And by the way, my guy also had quite a number of allegations, a lot of allegations, like dirty allegations. And many times he was being arrested. Some people say no, because he's doing extremely well. But women were speaking up heavily about him. And I don't know what happened. Everything was swept under the rug. But you can see now he's busy with the big boys. Like, there was a t-shirt that he was giving out to the president. It was written #1. And don't forget the hash #1 for the gold mafia. Don't forget that gold mafia issue. There was #1 you know, and that's what he got, number one. Jay-Z, the back there, was reading, and I saw the president there. They were smiling, taking pictures. I saw quite a few, you know, some ministers there. You know. Okay, so someone is telling me that we don't speak about men of God. I'm a full-blown Christian now. Not Christian, I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. There's nothing called you don't speak about a man of God, because even you are a man of God. I am also a woman of God. All of us, we are children of God. Everyone is important. Don't come with those, you know, you are talking to the wrong person. I'm fully, heavily connected to the heavens. Every day I talk to God, every day I hear him speaking. So you are not threatening the wrong person. Here we speak truth here. We don't, there's no talk about a man of God. I am a woman of God too. Fully blown woman of God. I may not be setting up and tell you that I'm a prophet. Just because some people are talking doesn't mean that they are not women of God. As a matter of fact, everybody is a child of God. Everybody is important. Before God, we are equal. The Bible says we are all equal. So don't use scriptures to manipulate us. We are very much aware of how God operates and how he works. So everyone, if a person does wrong, I do not care the title that you carry, we will rebuke you. We'll tell you it's wrong before God. You can tell Magaya that if he didn't pay the money back to the people, you must go back and pay the money first before you donate. And you must tell them that I say so. Because before God, that's what God wants. Remember when Zacchaeus took the money for tax collector, he was collecting taxes. When he came to God and said, I've given my life to Christ, God says, first of all, before you come here and try to tell me how much you love me, go pay back all the money that you looted from the people. First of all, then we can have a conversation. And he did. You know, no, I'm not an emotional person. I'm telling you facts so that you understand how scripture, how it works. You know, everyone is a woman of God and a man of God. Don't let people fool you. Just because I've got a gift that may be connected to the heavens and talk or preach, it doesn't mean that I'm better than the other person. Every gift is equal before God. Even the janitors that are cleaning are equal. Those that are busy speaking are equal. The ones that are engineers are equal. Teachers are equal before God because they're also serving. You guys must read your Bible with understanding so that you don't become foolish sometimes. If you don't know things, don't say it to people that are wiser. We read the Bible. We know how it works 24/7. So relax and chill. Here we speak the truth here. If you feel like you are hearing too much of the truth, you're more than welcome to move to the next chapter where people can lie to you. I don't bootlick right here. I don't bootlick. I say things as they are. Respectively, I still love my brothers and sisters. So you may be in the wrong place, unfortunately. I don't bootlick here. Okay, so again, Magaya predicted the economic rebound under Mr. Mnangagwa. That was in 2018. Another fiasco that people were saying, okay, he's a prophet. That was Fazia Mairi said, he's a prophet. And he said there's going to be an economic rebound under the leadership of Mr. Mnangagwa. That was the prophecy from Magaya. Are we in the economic rebound? Are we a hyperinflation? It's like skyrocketing to nothing. So people are questioning, but the prophet spoke. This is what I want to say. As far as the issue of prophecy is concerned, we are putting people on a pedestal, and most of them are taking advantage of, maybe because we don't read the Bible, we just get to hear things and we believe. I'm a lover of men and I'm a respecter of men, but I also do not like people who speak lies so that they can just maybe draw people's attention. It's not right. You know, economic rebound, when God has to come back and restore, God does not restore our monies. If we were given everything, we have everything in the country, it's us, we should steward what He has given us in the right way, in the proper way. There must be honesty in the country. We must cater for the poor. We must follow principles that govern success, which is the covenant. The covenant comes with give to the poor, treat your brother the way you want to be treated, respect everyone the way that you want to be respected. You know, if you want to be successful. So if that doesn't happen, I don't care, it's a country or it's whatever, nothing will happen. So when prophets are speaking, we are also watching, and we're also watching if the prophets will come to pass. Because the Bible says, if that prophet doesn't come to pass, then we must question his calling. So we do question if things don't come to pass, unfortunately, and respectively so, you know, with love as well. There's no hard feelings. Okay, so my Titi returned to prison. By the way, my Titi returned to prison. This time for the right reasons. She did not go there because she needs to serve, for the right reasons. She went back to prison so she can be of a blessing. I love those kind of people who never forget where they've been in life. But most importantly, I want to say this. One of the stuff that I've seen that most of people don't really get is that they think prison is the end of the game of anybody. No, prison is a rehabilitation center. It's a space where people are being corrected. Because remember, when we are growing up with our parents, we get rebuked, we get corrected. If we fail to behave a certain way, and then there are always going to be spaces that can correct us. But also remember that some of our prisons, innocent people are going to prison too. So it's not always everyone who's in prison who have committed a crime. There's quite a number of people who actually did not commit a crime, considering that our courts on their own actually are interesting these days. So I'm grateful that she went back to be of a blessing and also to really give hope to those that are broken. Those spaces, it needs all of us, you and me, to go back, or not even going back, but also finding time to go in there and reach out and speak to our brothers. It's not the end of the world. There are people who are hopeless that may also need hope, that we can share hope with. Let's not forget that we are all one, and it's so important for us to keep on sharing love. Kindly note that, if you check my bio, please, I'm asking for those that never check my bio, go in and check my bio is very clear. I'm going to deal with politics, I'm going to deal with spiritual things, I'm going to deal with social things. So if you are looking for politics, there are times that I also deal with politics and I put social issues. Because remember, there's no politics without social life and without spiritual life. All of them are intertwined very closely. They're intertwined very closely. So you may expect me to come here and talk about, why of politics? No, I'm going to bring social life. I'm going to bring spiritual life at the same time because they are very much interlocking. And it takes wisdom to understand that. So please check my bio. If you're looking for someone who may be talking why of politics like journalists, I'm not a journalist. I've made it very clear since day one. I'm simply commenting on things. I'm not a journalist. So please, if you're looking for journalism, try the news works. Try Site. Try also HSTV. They also deal with that. They don't comment the way that I do. They don't review stuff as much as I talk to them. Those Banat data, we talk quite a lot, but except if I'm there to review stuff, but they don't review much like we do, except they have commentaries there. So please, so that you don't get swerved into things that you don't want to hear. And also, you're more than welcome to exit. If you see that something that is being spoken about is not important to you, please feel free to exit respectfully. And I love you so much, but I can't change what I need to speak about because maybe something that doesn't really cut with you, I'm saying this respectfully, honestly, with love, because I love you all and I respect you so much for always coming through and really dying with me. I respect you. Okay, so triple C MPs. I've asked during the day, guys, do you think that they should stay in parliament or they must? There's quite a number of things why they should not be in parliament. Some people are saying you need to be out of parliament because we voted for you, and we are saying it's time for you to walk out. And some of them are saying we have invested quite a number of, we've invested a lot of money. What do you guys think? Do you think they should leave parliament or they must remain in parliament? For me, I don't know what they're remaining for, because if they're being recalled, for me, it's an embarrassment. I'd rather walk away from the situation than to be removed. You know what I mean? If I say that the relationship is not, then I can just think of I can exit on my own. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I need to exit. This relationship is getting sour. I can read I'm very good at reading the room. I can read the room. And I'm like, I'm not wanted right here. And this one, they're not only reading the room. You saw the first day in parliament. People literally say, don't drink water. Yeah, don't drink water. Don't drink water, don't even eat. But we were surprised when we saw them eating rice outside. The people were like, hey, be careful. Be careful, read the room. The air is very thick right there. But they were very much comfortable. They were happy in the space. But honestly, where we are right now, this is just my own advice to the MPs in Parliament. For the sake of dignity, just for you to walk away with your dignity. Before watanga kunyadzisa imomo, budai. Budai so that we can head on. Totumura tizampi vacha vanas quote vakachemera skoti asinga kunikana kunyora tsamba. Achanga chi debate erebo. Scott can't even write a letter, yo. I don't even know what he's pushing for into parliament. Vape space, Vana Scott, maybe Songezo Chapino Futika, because remember, I'm sure he may also be afforded another seat in parliament. And something that Zivu dropped today after Komich was talking, and Zivu said to him, because Komich was literally saying, guys, we need to unite, you know, as political parties. And then Zivu rebuked him and said, Komich, you must never say a word, because you are the reason why MDC got to where it is today. You destroyed MDC because we were promised to become a that was Monzoro was supposed to be the prime minister, and he was supposed to be a minister. He was promised those positions, but nothing materialized. So he was being rebuked by Zivu and say, you better not talk about, yeah, come, let's unite. So he said, Sekur Komichi, ne mamwe madara enyu ndimi makauraya MDC. Maida power chaizo, manyeperwa kuti, manyeperwa kuti kuchaitwa GNU. I told you that I kind of struggle to read Shona, so please just say praise the Lord. You know, help me, help your CC there. Shona, yeah, you know. So, manyeperwa kuti kuchaitwa GNU. Monzora woita prime minister, imi moita minister. Makatengesa party and you guys, just for few nights in hotels. What a shame. I will remain a ZANU-PF. So that is Zivuye rebuking Komichi. After Komichi say, let's unite. You know, that's why I respect Noso Chamisa. I think if I was in this position, I would do exactly the same. Can I tell you, I'm a person who does not tolerate deception. I can sense, if I'm sitting here and you're deceiving me, I can, even if you don't say a word, I can feel the energy. I'm very good at detecting energy. Very good. When you're talking and you're lying, I can tell, even from a distance. And I can pretend like I don't know that you are telling the lies, but I know. Actually, no. I can feel it. I respect Noso Chamisa for not pulling away from most people and not even saying a word. I respect him. I can only imagine, how do you, with so much deception, backbiting, malice, yo, I've told you during the day that the problem is actually, it's a broken soul. Zimbabweans, we are broken, man. It starts from the family level. You know, family life, it starts from the family level. People can gather to discuss their sister or their aunt or their brother. It starts from the family. Even when the person is right, because maybe someone is successful better than them, or they say sacrifice more than they did, they will sit down and discuss that person, be speaking ill about the person, and working tirelessly to bring down the person. You know what's going on in our societies? You can see in churches as well. People can work so hard to bring someone down. You can see at workplaces, in diaspora where we are. I've heard so many people phoning immigrations so that someone can be deported. It boils down to who we are. We are a broken soul. Us as Zimbabweans, we are broken. And we are in denial of that. Until that healing is realized, we will always going to be hating each other. I can't believe that in the midst of Chamisa making it very clear, that Songezo was an imposter. Some people didn't believe him. Some people didn't believe him. In the midst of him speaking that Songezo was an imposter, they literally saw Songezo's interviews that this man was lying. But they proceeded to believe him. They gave him the benefit of the doubt. Now that everyone has seen after all this charade, can I tell you, I want to say thank you to someone there. I forgot your name, but there was someone who was so merciful. Let me tell you, I told you that I'm someone, you can teach me anything, any day, any minute, and I'll be very grateful. I have been pronouncing charade as charade. And there was a person who was so, if you are here, I want to tell you that I love you and I respect you so much. And she literally went and said, no, it's not her. She went and typed it so respectfully and nicely, respectfully. So I'm someone that you can teach anytime, and I'm very, very much thankful for that. Then you coming and start attacking me. It's not right. Don't do that. Just be merciful. Just be respectful, man. Be respectful. I'm respectful to the fact that Chamisa is still intact, because the broken Zimbabwe is tearing him apart. ZANU-PF is trying on the other end to destroy him, but honestly, instead of us standing and said, no way, you can't ruin our brother. who is desiring to be a leader. You can't run down someone who has a desire to be a leader. Someone who's working tirelessly, someone who have been. You cannot. What are we doing? We support them to destroy him because some of the people have failed to achieve what he did at the age of 45. We've got a number of people who have been playing dirty politics, didn't know that it comes with a cost. Quite a number. People like Jonathan Moyo, they played dirty politics and that's why he's in exile. They did not know that God is watching and God is going to come and vindicate people. They did not know that. He's in exile for that reason. He played dirty politics. Jonathan Moyo did a lot of evil in the country and I don't feel for him. And there's quite a number of people that are going to pay anyway. In the next 5-10 years, drama. It's going to be drama after drama. People are going to be paying for their evil deeds. That's how it works. So instead of us holding hands and saying, no, so Chamisa, we believe in you. Brother, go if you can. I don't have a gift to be a president, yo. I can't be a leader. I struggle to lead people because I'm too generous. I can't lead people. I struggle. Even though the leadership follows me wherever I go, but I hate it because I am too generous and I don't know where to draw the lines. That's why okay, first of all, I know that if I get married, my husband will carry the burden because me, I'm just going to be sitting and say, baby, you're going to deal with that, Go in and deal with that person. When mama is sitting around, I'm very good at driving things. I'm very good at that. I can drive things. I'm very good. I'm a driver of things, but I don't know how to have boundaries in business. I don't know how. I remember my mama used to say, my child, he said, my mama, daddy used to say, listen, the reason why, at workplaces, when a person is a director or a CEO, you can't sit next to the director and be eating food together. You know why? It's done for a reason, because when you get used to the director, you're going to share the same glass, the same cup. Then you end up thinking that, oh, maybe me and her, we're like in the same boat, we're in the same boat. My mama said, no, you can't do that. But you know what, me, my little Rumbi, because I'm this kind of person, mama, everyone must be treated the same. No, I'm a street for the way that I want to be treated. Because at the back of my mind, I've got this vision, and I think that no people will treat me the same. Yo. So we all need to understand that we have our own strengths. Sometimes people have got their own weaknesses. It's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. I respect Chamisa for literally driving this ship. This guy has been messed up big time. See how many people wakam kombereza. Check how many people wakam kombereza Nelson Chamisa to destroy him. Madara are good 24/7 could vamu destroy. But trust me, they cannot destroy a vision. They may delay it, but eventually it will come to pass. It's simply a matter of time. It will eventually come to pass. The fact that he's still standing today, he's not a broken man. And I want to say to his wife, Stokozile, shout out to you. Because I know this man can only stand because there's a woman that is backing him up. You can't stand like this if you've got a woman who's busy doing nonsense at home. We must be grateful for Stokozile, because Shami says who is because of that woman. I can tell you, no way, no one, no man can even attest to this, most of them. You can't succeed if you're having turmoil at home. It will affect everything that you do, even for me as a single person here. My family knows I hate toxicity because I can't think. It messes me up mentally. So I always want peace. So I can only imagine, because I'm a creator. I create things. So for that reason, I want peace. And most men are very creative because they have to plan for family, for children. For Chamisa to be standing the way that he does and be smiling, there's a woman there who's saying, baby, I believe in you. Go ahead and conquer. And I'm going to pray for you. While you're busy screaming and shouting, when I Jonathan, 24/7, you are sleeping. You are literally holding a night vigil, attacking Chamisa. The wife on the other side is like, God of the heavens, come down and help my man. And you know what? That prayer God honors, because it's a prayer for people who are one. God honors than you're screaming and shouting all night, try to bash someone because you failed in your life. Now you want to destroy another person. But God won't let you. Because as long as the person's heart is right, you can't stop any person who have played their mind on doing something. As long as their heart is right, God is with them. You are simply wasting your time. You may delay the ship, but at the end of the day, the ship will eventually going to get to where it is going. He's getting there. Chamiso is getting there. And I'm telling you, not because of politics. Everyone here who may be listening under the sound of my voice right now, if you have got goals, it does not matter what people will do to stop you. They cannot stop the vision that God has placed upon you. Nothing they will do. They may try to frustrate it, but eventually you come through as long as you set your mind on it. And you can have the support that you need. You can be surrounded by the right people who keep on watering your gift, believing in you, telling you you can do it. Keep moving. God is with you. You're getting there. You will get through. Nothing will stop it. Whether people are trying, vamonda kunowombera kumvura, vamu wakaenda kunganga, vakanopwititidza utsi. Vakapwititidza utsi. As long as you keep your focus and you keep praying and you keep trusting God, He will take you through. Chamiso will come through. Eventually, you walk through. There is no way. You know, they will say, we can't give up now. No, come this far. Check where we came from, Yao, and where we are now. We can't give up now. We are very close to the finishing line. Whether people like it, whether some people believe or they don't believe, or they've got the plans to change constitution, they can change all they want. If God says Chamiso will be the president of Zimbabwe, no one, that includes me, can stop it. Time will deal with that. It will. So those that keep on selling the struggle, that's your problem. But honestly, we are getting there. We may not be there yet, but we are very close. Every day we are getting closer. Every day we are getting closer. Every day we are getting closer. And we are not giving up. No matter what evil that you guys are trying to destroy, we are not giving up. Remember how they removed that small little princess, the beautiful girl from Ashingo? They took her out of the space, that beautiful sweetheart, and they were busy attacking her. She was young. But vana opa mchinguru na Joyce Mujuru, vanga vari my leaders in Barkuma 22, if I'm not mistaken. But they're having a problem with the 25-year-old being a leader. That's why we have got elders to counsel and to mold and to protect, isn't it? But they removed her. Anyway, you may have removed her in your eyes, but trust me, if one day she will wake up and resurrect and you see her on the top. Vana Scott Muruku forcereza that you have to spill the blood to get to the top. God won't let you. Nothing that you're going to do. I'm actually waiting to see what you're going to be talking about in Parliament. Scott, I'm watching you as a member of Parliament to see what you're going to be talking about. I'm waiting. And I'm going to be talking about Scott a lot because I know how you got to that position. How you wiggled yourself to the top. I'm going to be watching closely to monitor your debates. If you don't debate anything, cheers, Scott. If you think it's a walk in the park, it's not a walk in the park. It's work. It's not a walk in the park. All right, guys. So don't forget, if you are looking at opening an account in South Africa, please just make sure that you look out for the information. I'm going to speak about this quite a lot, right? I'm going to speak about this quite a lot. And for those that are also in the diaspora too, you can open a savings account because, you know, I've heard a lot of people complaining that they are literally sending money to Zimbabwe, maybe trying to buy, so for those that are building, they're trying to buy material and then they send money to the wrong people. It's always chaos. So please, you are free to open an account in South Africa, even an investment account. It's called a non-resident account. You don't have to have a permit. I know I've opened that account for most of my clients who owns houses here, investments here. So you also can do the same. That account really operates like an account, but it also has the facility of investment. That's the difference for those that are in the diaspora. For the ones that are in the local that may be running small businesses, I prefer you formalizing your business by opening a company account. So opening a company, they'll assist you in opening a company in your company name of your choice, and also then opening a business account that you can transact like any businessman, which includes like Marine Roberts, like any investor. You all also can transact the same way electronically. You can transact my e-wallets. You have that facility. You can also do electronic payments of your DStv, funeral policies, anything, my insurances. So please, Just get that information in the description box or in the comment section. I'm going to drop it there. You can also find it out maybe my TikTok as well as Twitter. I'm going to post that information as well. And we also pin it on top. I'd been pinning Chamisa, like hang on a thread to say he must be the president of the country. But I'm more than welcome to pin that information for you guys to really get hold of the guys who can assist you further. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And I'm going to land right here. I want to know that I love you so much. May God bless you and may God bless Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for coming through all the time. It means a lot. Your comments, I appreciate you deeply. For those that may want maybe to correct me or rebuke, do it respectfully, and I welcome it with so much love. I love you so much, guys. May God bless you and may God bless Zimbabwe. Sleep tight or have a great one. I'll see you later tomorrow morning. Bye for now.